Welcome. Today we are looking at voice mode. We're going to start with a premise that's honestly going to fundamentally shift how you interact with AI. Right now, most of us, completely unknowingly by the way, are restricting ourselves. We treat Claude purely as a keyboard tool. But there's a version of Claude where you literally never have to type. You just talk. Let's get right into it. So, why do we treat Claude like a keyboard tool? I mean, really, think about the physical sluggishness of that for a second. It's that deliberate, sometimes incredibly tedious pain point of typing out every single thought, every complex instruction, just keystroke by agonizing keystroke. You know the feeling, right? Your brain is racing a mile a minute, but your fingers just kind of can't keep up. It's a massive, massive bottleneck to your productivity. Well, this is exactly where we break that bottleneck. Here's the absolute key stat you need to remember. The average person actually speaks roughly 3 times faster than they type. 3 times. That is a massive speed advantage. And voice mode hands that speed advantage right back to you. Whether you're making breakfast, sitting on the bus, or deep in a developer terminal, suddenly you can move at the absolute speed of thought. Now, what's really interesting here is that voice mode isn't just one monolithic thing. It actually adapts to your environment through 2 very distinct interfaces. On the mobile side, you get a fully conversational, hands-free chat. You just tap the sound wave icon, ask your question, hear the answer, and follow up. It's a complete back-and-forth conversation without even touching your screen. Then, for the developers out there, there's the command line interface or CLI variant. This is a developer-specific dictation tool. You just type /voice, hold the spacebar, and speak. And the brilliant part, the transcription engine is tuned perfectly for programming vocabulary. Generic operating system dictation usually completely fails at this, but Claude reliably catches technical terms like async and await, OAuth, specific class names, and framework specifics. Now, real quick, before we go any further, I know privacy is probably on your mind, so let me reassure you. In both of these beta variants, your audio is deleted instantly. Right after that speech-to-text conversion is complete, it's gone. The recordings are absolutely not retained, and they are never, ever used for model training. Okay, so let's ground this in a real everyday scenario. Picture this, you're a Pro Plan user, you've got Google Calendar and Gmail hooked up to the Claude mobile app. It's 7:45 in the morning, you're in the kitchen making coffee, and your hands are full. You just tap that sound wave icon and ask, hey, what's on my calendar today and do I have any urgent emails? The audio response comes back instantly. It tells you about a 10 a.m. design review, a 3 p.m. one-on-one, and an urgent email from Sarah about the Q3 budget. You follow up by voice to ask what the design review is about, and that whole exchange is just seamlessly saved as a text transcript in your chat history. No app switching, no unlocking your phone, no reading. You got a complete morning briefing in the exact time it took to pour your coffee, without ever breaking stride. That perfectly illustrates the strategy of matching your interface to your environment. Think of it like picking the right tool for the job. If your hands and eyes are occupied, go with conversational voice. If you're in a noisy coffee shop, you don't want background chatter accidentally triggering responses, right? So use push-to-talk on mobile, which only listens while you physically hold the button. If you're a dev dictating long, complex tech prompts, that CLI/voice tool is definitely your best bet. But, and this is a super important exception, you absolutely want to stick with regular text when exact precision matters. If you're sharing code blocks, URLs, or highly structured data, voice just can't reliably convey exact special characters or formatting. For those, text is still your best friend. So here is the absolute key takeaway. Voice mode is a genuine input switching mechanism. It's not just some flashy novelty feature. It is a seamless way to close that gap between how fast you think and how fast you type. And the best part is, because the exact same conversation holds context across both your voice and text turns, you can just switch back and forth mid-conversation. You are never forced to choose just one or the other for an entire session. It's all about flow. To really dive deeper into this and to check out the worked examples and some common pitfalls to avoid, make sure to visit claudemaster.net for the full explainer guide. But I want to leave you with one final thought today. With the barrier of typing completely removed, what will you finally ask Claude to build?